3, 2, 1, live.
Live. Hey guys.
How's it going?
Oh. Can't believe I saw Shadows of Mordor bundle. That's crazy.
Me and my bright yellow school bus shirt going on here.
And your
Beep,
matching
beep.
cup.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Don't be jealous.
I'm not.
I'm
Probably
jealous.
are. You're a little jealous.
A little bit.
A little bit.
I am.
You should
Yeah.
be.
Well.
Yeah.
About time I got some show notes.
Oh, shut it.
Wow.
They're incomplete.
What?
We don't.
Sorry.
Yeah, we didn't have. I didn't throw that much on there because I knew you guys were going to be on
They're-
as well.
They're plenty complete for episode 1. I think we're going to
Yeah, you're right. We got half an alphabet worth of rundown.
The gaming news is going to be most of our time anyway.
Yeah. So,
And we don't have to really go over the sales other than the bundles.
do you have bundles that we're going to go over today?
Humble bundles new.
Bundle.
I'm not going to go over bundle stars stuff.
Bundle.
Make sure, Chris. Make sure you're up on that microphone.
Yep.
Get up on that
Yep,
mic.
yep,
On that mic.
Want me
All
to
up
scoot it
on that
toward you?
mic.
I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Sorry if you're all twisted around over there, Howie. I was trying to get creative with which ways that your arm would bend, but it's unfortunately not meant to do ghetto fabulous things like
Yeah.
ours are.
Because
Howie.
now we got
Yours is
bad
actually
blood.
built to be right. Like I don't think this your boom would hold this straight position at all because
That's what she said.
it doesn't. It's not meant to.
Because now we
Is
got
Ed still there?
bad- Yes, he's
Yeah.
Oh, I'm here. I'm just listening. That's all.
Yay!
I said a joke and you guys missed it.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm fine with missing your jokes.
Yeah, that's normal order of business there.
We've already got
Was it-
77 new views. Just kidding.
Whoa!
Sorry. Sorry, I mean... We have 2. And they're us.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
Garrick's not live.
What?
Not live streaming us.
I think he is.
No, I couldn't remember my Twitch login.
Oh, then I don't
You
know.
don't have to have a login to.
I went and looked at it, so that might have been
I'm not
the
logged
right
in.
there.
How do I get there? I searched BetterKind. I didn't.
Twitch.tv/betterkind.
No, your other slash.
/ Garrick.
What? Say that again.
/ the one that leans like to the right. It
Kinda
leans
like your
from
mom.
the right to the left, but it's
That's not like your
it's
mom.
down low on the left side and up high on the right side.
So you said / BetterKind,
That's the
All
one.
one word.
Yeah,
all one word.
yeah.
It's not showing anything.
Yes, it is.
I searched. It said
Why are you
/
searching? Betterkind.com/better
Go
or
to the
Twitch.tv/betterkind. And then you're probably going to want to mute the video as soon as it comes up.
Hey, Garrick, I just posted on Facebook, so if you'd like to just go there, you can.
Yeah, I did too.
Thank you, Ed.
If you're that lost, it's also on my Twitter account. It's also on the Press Play to Save.
I wanted to do it on my
Twitter account.
phone, but this app is horrible.
Yeah, don't do it on your phone.
I hate to break this to you, but that was the test of who could stream better, and loser we're not letting on the show. So
Sorry, Garrick.
Sorry.
Oh man.
Welcome, Ed.
Why, thank
You
you.
made it.
Yay!
Klink. Wait, I got it up, so I win.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Wow.
Did Ed? Ed, do you get it?
Wait, what now?
Because
It's all right.
now we got
It was a mommy and daddy
bad
joke.
blood.
That's what I always tell the kid. Mommy and daddy jokes. Don't matter.
Man, there's so many notifications up in here.
Did it get that wonked?
What?
No, it was before it was upside down.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hanging upside down.
Oh.
My name's Corey.
I moved it a little closer to you. Does that help at all?
Things. That
Sure.
was you.
What's that?
I was making fun of you.
That's fine.
You weren't listening, so it's not as funny.
When are we going to get ready
Yeah, see,
to do this thing?
Chris is ready. Meow.
I need to close this because
How's the
it's
stream?
sucking up my bandwidth.
I don't know.
No,
Derek's
it's not
doing-
sucking up your bandwidth. Leave it.
I already turned it off.
Open it back up.
I'll ready. Hey, you there? We lost him.
Shut up.
Garrick, open it. No, seriously, open it back up. The more viewers we have, the more we can attract.
Yep.
Twitch, Hacksaws.
That's some
we
sweet
think.
No, that's true.
Well, Chris tells us it's true because Chris has done some of this stuff.
I have. I log in all my devices when I stream,
Yeah,
and it works.
yeah.
Do you see me on there?
I don't see you specifically,
Well,
but I do see
he's
three
looking.
people watching.
Well, if you're not logged in, he won't see you in the chat.
Oh, yeah, I see you.
Oh, there you go.
That's a nice chair.
Yeah,
Hey, you
I
can
like
see
that
me?
chair. Can you hear me?
Yeah, put your pants back on.
Yes.
I can
Can you?
barely hear myself.
You want to be turned up?
Wait.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Am I loud enough?
Yeah.
Ish, yeah.
What about on the stream?
Hey, Corey, is
I
that
don't
your
know, I
room?
don't
Because
know
it's
that.
kind of awesome.
Yeah, this is the man cave.
Wow.
Yeah, I can
That
barely.
resolution ain't bad.
Yeah,
Whoa.
go ahead and turn my headphones up. I don't know which
I
one.
just
I'm
got a
plugged in.
L'Oreal
I'm
commercial.
three.
going.
I think I got that too, Garrick.
You have 3?
Yeah.
Test.
Test.
You want me to do a quick monitor
Test,
on the
test.
stream?
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Because, baby, now we got bad blood.
Tickety test 1.
This is Chris.
Checking check 1. Check 2.
This is Chris.
Check 1.
We should probably check them as well. You
Two.
guys each
Cool.
say something.
Check. Your mom. Get it?
Yes. Check. Someone's mom.
Huh.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh?
Hello, wife person.
Wait, what?
Wait, the lady friend is on there.
The video doesn't like that back shelf. The shelf above Chris's head looks weird.
Yeah, well, the shelf above your head looks pretty weird, too, so shut it.
Oh man.
Man, I'm sick of the back sass.
Garrick, you're just not winning tonight, are you?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys are making me sad.
Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
We
This is
stand
my
on
voice.
California.
And I like Mike and Ike's.
Did we already do the
Awesome.
My Home and Native Land bit? No.
Oh, is that what came next? I forgot.
That's the first line, I think.
Because
I don't know,
baby,
whatever.
we
I'm
got
not Canadian.
bad blood.
Oh, another L'Oreal commercial. Sweet. I could never get too many of these.
Is the Twitch streams the combined channel or Skype 8 or 9 and 10?
I think the audio is a little off.
What?
Well,
Or the video,
I can test
something.
it with you. All you got to do is listen. I can just move it.
Oh, I don't know.
Just listen.
I don't know what you're asking.
I
Because,
need to
baby,
turn
now we
them
got...
down. They're way hot.
Okay, yeah, it's the
Getting ready to record episode 100.
the mono channel.
All right, hey, have them talk.
Hey, can both of you talk?
Yes,
Wait.
yes, we.
No. Yes.
Continue talking for sound check.
Okay.
Check. Talk. Check.
Yes. Talk. What?
Yeah.
1, 2, 4,
Check 1, 2.
16. Something.
Syphilis.
Cool.
I'm not
Thanks a
touching
lot.
that.
You guys are done.
All right.
Thanks for coming on the show.
See you guys
we're about
later.
to start episode 100.
I'm going to wait till I can hear them here.
It's been a great time. Thanks for the opportunity.
Hey,
Yeah. It was an honor just to be nominated.
no big deal.
What's that middle one?
Total. And followers.
And
Eh.
followers.
Is there anything
that-
in that room that's not Star Wars related besides the video game system?
There's me.
Well, you can't
There's
see
an
what's on the
popcorn
table
machine.
because there's an overlay on top of it.
I'm all American.
I think I see
Football.
Sully from Monsters Inc. and Mr. Incredible.
Yep. Let's get
Well,
this
I
thing
see
a
it.
rolling.
I see an N64 with GoldenEye, and then I see an NES, but I have no idea what game is in that. Probably nothing.
007.
No, not
music.
in the
Baby,
64. I mean
Oh,
the
the
NES.
Oh, there's no game in the NES, but the one behind it is.
Don't tell him.
Wait a minute.
Take a
Those
guess.
aren't
It'll bug
hooked
'em.
up.
It'll bug
Those
'em.
are cosmetic
That
Nintendos.
poor NES
I feel ripped off.
needs to be wiped down so desperately.
Here we go. Episode
Everybody turn off your devices.
CN.
Which device?
All
Just
of them.
he just means put it on vibrate to us.
That's what she said.
Yeah, she would.
Why
That
does
sounds like her.
She talks too much, in my opinion.
Yeah,
my
if you
humble
listen to
opinion.
Garrick, according to Garrick, just saying.
I will never listen to Garrick.
Probably better off.
Whoa.
Let's get this thing
That's
rolling.
probably for the
Elder,
best.
sir.
We ready?
All right. Well, before we do the intro, why don't we go ahead and just say this? To the video viewers, I can't say listeners. That's new. Hey,
Participants.
welcome to Press Play to Save, episode 100. This is our first live streaming recording that we're about to get underway. We are a gaming news podcast that focuses on gaming on the cheap because we're a bunch of cheapskates ourselves. So there's that.
Yeah.
And we're about to get things underway. We're going to kick things off, and the video viewers will be able to follow along while we record our audio podcast, which you can also find on iTunes, Twitch, just about wherever.
Well, you mean Stitcher.
What'd I say? Twitch? Well, they found us on Twitch. It's still true.
Hey,
It's a
they
true
did.
thing.
They did.
I'm on Twitch.
Also Stitcher, what Howie said. And so, yeah, you can do that. And follow us on Twitter at Press Play to Save.
And feel free to throw us some chat comments.
Yeah,
Be
throw
part
some
of the
chat
show.
comments if you have some questions you want to hear us answer towards the end of the podcast. Our normal formats, we kind of go through the deals that are going on right now. We go through news. We have a segment called The Rundown we'll be doing in this episode. And then we'll have another episode that's later tonight where we will be doing more like what we've been playing and things like that. However, we have special guests on tonight, which I'll be introducing shortly, and we'll also be probably talking a little bit about that with them.
Let's just drop the intro and get into this thing.
All right, we ready to fly?
Casual.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, nice.
All right. I'm gonna fire up. I'm gonna do a countdown. I'm gonna fire up the music. Ed, do me a favor. Try to hold still so I don't hear your mic rattling. Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. In 3, 9. Just so listeners know,
Nueve.
one of the guests on the podcast, if I actually do a normal countdown, he can't resist actually saying 0 over the music. So that's why I'm obnoxious
Ed.
about the count. Yeah, it's Ed.
Hold on.
Oh, well, Howie's doing stuff.
You're good.
Go.
Okay, so here we go. And am I still holding on?
In 5.
No, I'm asking Howie.
9.
I'm not asking
No, you go.
8.
Okay. In X, 12, Niner.
Square root of 3.
You know what would be interesting is if we actually hit record.
No.
Woohoo!
No.
Off to a rousing start.
No. I say don't record because
I can do that.
yeah.
Bad.
Let's hit record.
We should
before
probably
start.
record the audio for our audio listeners. So,
You would
okay.
think after 100 episodes we knew what the hell
We're
we
all
were doing.
distracted
We have
and
no
stuff.
idea.
Look at all these bright lights.
This is our first podcast. We just put 2 zeros after it because
Yeah.
we thought it looked better.
Yeah.
That's right.
Does look better. It's binary, right? Wait.
We don't need a file.
For 4, yes.
Welcome back to Chris's Therapy Corner. I'll be filling in for the Press Play to Save gaming cast because they don't really know how to stream. They don't know how to record.
I
No.
do. No, I do.
I just heard you connect. You're part of the team now. Welcome.
Hi, how's it going? Hey, we're recording.
Hey, welcome to the... do everything over. Start
right.
all of it over.
Hey, welcome Twitch. No, I'm not going to do that crap.
Oh.
You guys know what you're in for. If
I
you've
don't.
been watching, well, try to keep up. All right, are we ready?
Yep.
We're actually
Yeah.
going to do this.
And X 9 go.
Welcome, ladies and germs. Welcome aboard to episode number 100.
CN!
We've reached CN, not
CN.
the end.
No, CN.
CN.
That's 100.
We're actually just starting. I don't know if you knew that, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
crap.
Well, we've been at this for a while trying to get it straight. So now that everything's straightened out, we are celebrating episode number 100 of Press Play to Save, your favorite podcast for gaming on the cheap,
And
man.
among other things.
Among other things. It's true. We've
Yeah.
really been rocking and rolling lately with the weird off-kilter crap.
Yeah, we just make stuff up and you guys listen to it
Yeah.
and watch it. So,
You know, it's really weird right now.
what?
We are live streaming.
For the 100th time?
Sure it is.
Yeah.
Nobody look at our past videos on Twitch. We are on Twitch right now, and if you are listening to this audio-wise after the fact and going, I wanted to watch their ugly selves sitting on a couch
You should have
doing
followed
this.
us on Twitter.
I know it.
We did tweet it.
We threw it out there on Twitter. We didn't give you much warning, though. So this will be, of course, up on twitch.tv/betterkind and then eventually get migrated over to YouTube as well. But the weird thing is I feel compelled to acknowledge the camera now.
It is alluring me.
I'm just staring. I'm staring
Its
into it.
blue light is so...
Oh, I'm going to fly into it.
The whole white light is also captive.
It's calling to me. Yes, we have white lights everywhere, which probably will need some adjustment. We look awful bright. You could use some bass. You could use some bass. We'll
I'm actually quite burnt.
get you some bass on you to kind of get rid of the highlights and lowlights there.
I think I could really use some sunglasses, honestly.
Yeah, I'll do your eyeliner if you want. You can trust me pointing a pointy object in your eye.
Who's doing my hair?
Howie, you in on hair?
Howie?
I don't do hair. It's like
I
Windows.
will shave it off.
There you go. Dunsies.
Well, that's not what I had in mind, but whatever.
Yes,
It's episode 100!
that's right. Episode 100. Who the crap thought? I didn't think for now. Let's have that moment. I didn't think for a second. I'm not blowing wind up our skirts that we would actually go 100 episodes.
Are you...
No,
I didn't-
no.
I
I'm
didn't
voting
either.
you off the podcast.
Mostly my faith was not in you.
Why?
You're young.
I'm young,
You have
wild,
a
and
youthful
free.
exuberance. You've not been traditionally as tied down and limited as Howie and I have been. I thought that you might
How-
just flap your youthful wings
I'm
and
just going to
float
leave
away.
and start my own podcast.
That's fine. You know
It's
what
me.
you should do? You should still use our channel to Twitch stream it, though.
Press Chris to save.
Yeah, press
Wait.
Chris.
Ah,
Oh,
I have a
save.
sunburn. That kind of hurts.
Yeah. Next time I'll hit you.
Okay.
I'm your host, Mr. Corey T. Wilson. With me on my right is Mr. Christopher
T.
Gone Out Live Stump.
Gone out live.
Gone Out Live. It's all one word.
What is going on?
Oh man, what is it going on? I've to be honest with you,
Can you not pick your nose on
you want
live?
the truth?
Please, thank you.
Was I picking my nose? I was doing it mentally. Were you? Get out of my head!
You should have been anyway.
I should have been. I've been in this basement for the last several nights trying to get these lights and stuff put together.
It's good to
and
see my good hard work has actually helped.
you
boost
inspired.
you.
Last week when you got fed up when you walked down here and just started organizing.
I'm tired of your crap, literally.
I know. I don't blame you. I also organized a great deal of the collected Star Wars crap back here
And
too.
it looks fabulous.
That's right. And viewers who are into that crap should join us for our other podcast, which will be most likely video streaming very soon as well,
Hopefully.
called Fly Casual. You can go to betterkind.com
Oh, I
or
like
all the
that
previous places to check that one out.
And we are also joined by Master Control.
Mr. Stephen J. Howie.
Because Corey never remembers what he's
Yeah.
talking about.
There's truth.
Yeah.
There's truth in that.
Hi.
Hey, man.
How's it going?
It's going. I'm happy to be plopped down on this couch right now,
Yeah.
spilling out over the edges of the couch here appropriately, and not up and sweating like pit stains and moving things and all that.
Well, pit stains, they are what they are.
They are. That's why you got to keep your arms down. But if you turn
Yeah.
around, then you see the back stain. If you sweat too much, you get like the mankini going on.
Yeah, not a big deal, though.
But you're playing an awesome video game if you have a lot of pit stains. When
That's
you're
true.
done.
When's the last time a game made you sweat, like physically sweat?
Well, probably my last bundle roulette game.
Bundle Roulette, a new segment that we're doing on Press Play to Save, and you want to tune into the next episode to get the update where we'll be reviewing our latest randomly assigned games that we've been playing that we acquire off various bundles on the internet. So make sure you do that. But in the meantime, why don't I introduce our special guests?
Yeah, because they're also in my ears.
That's right. Both of our guests are returning champions, and also you might recognize first one voice from Fly Casual if you're a listener of that. But across the pond and down a few is Mr. Garrick, not Jay Hardy.
Hello, I'm back again.
You are.
For some reason. Yeah. Hey guys,
What?
did you know that the sum of the first 9 prime numbers is 100? Did you know that?
Is that even true, or did you just make that up?
No, it's got to be true. I found it on the
So
internet.
we are the sum of all prime numbers.
That's
Or
right.
Not all
We
prime
are-
What does
numbers.
it say about us, though?
We
You're
are.
Optimus Prime.
That makes us primal.
Yeah,
yes.
We are primal.
That's truth.
and Little Feral.
A little bit. But also joining us for the second time is, or maybe third time technically,
Encyclopedia Ed, if I remember the episode title right.
Mr. Edward Soper.
How's it going, you guys?
It's-
And thanks for stealing my thunder, Garrick.
Oh, were you going to say
I'm
the
an
exact same
athlete,
thing?
remember?
Eh.
Gotcha.
There's that. So yeah, that's what's going on tonight. What do we want to do, gentlemen? We want to. I mean, we
Let's
didn't
just jump-
really plan this out at all. I mean, it's episode 100. I mean,
No.
once you get to 100
Do you ever-
episodes,
do you ever really plan out
I'm
just-
episode
just
100?
kinda
I'm typing out an itinerary as we talk, so let's just start as I type.
all right. Well, in that case, why don't we get started with news? Hey, Chris.
Yep.
What?
Not you, Garrick. I'll address you.
I'm not used to this. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, Chris.
This is my favorite topic.
Is your news?
Well, no, the topic.
The topic?
Topic A,
Topic A.
Intro is your favorite topic?
the intro.
Ah,
Intro.
yeah.
No.
Intro's pretty hot. What's
I
going
know.
on in news right now, Chris?
Are we talking about news or are we talking about deals?
I
Because
guess-
you've got me a little
You're right.
confused.
Let's take that one again. I forgot that we changed all the music
Oh
up.
my gosh.
It's time for deals. This is awesome. And you'll be able to watch it back, and you won't even be able to listen to it. You'll be actually watching it and you not just want to gouge out your ears, but your eyes as well. So we got that
Yeah.
going for us.
We do have that going.
What's going on in deals, man?
Well, as stated in 2 podcasts ago
Yeah.
on our previous deals podcast, we talked about the free games you get on your Xbox One, your 360 for Games with Gold. We also talked about if you have a PlayStation 3, 4, or Vita. We talked about all those free games.
Yeah.
We're not going to go into those again because we already did.
Yeah.
So, yes, reasons.
Couple games on Xbox One, couple games on 360, a pile of games on PS4, couple games on PS3, Vita. Yeah.
However, we have strategically chosen our, recording night, and it just so happens there's a new Humble bundle. Again.
What?
Oh,
The
Humble.
Humble PC and Android bundle 13.
PC and Android.
Does that make sense to you? Because
Are they games available on both, or are they just a mixture of games that
that is a great question that should have been answered when they posted it.
What?
However,
They don't have like the icons beneath the games or anything?
they do. It's for both.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Games that are for both.
Yep.
Cool.
Wow.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, the only one I recognize. Well, the average is much lower than we've normally been seeing. It's at 273 right now.
Oh, wow.
So you'll get your 4 games, which are Photonica, Beat Buddy, Tale of the Guardians, Neverending Nightmares, and Crimson Land are the 4 base games. Pay what you want.
Yeah.
And then if you pay more than the average of $2.73, then you get more games coming soon, as well as
That's actually my
Monster
favorite.
Loves You
Oh,
and Crown
Aw,
Takers
that's sweet.
and Tiny Keep, which I actually know of.
So they got 3 games on the second tier plus the mystery ads that can happen later in the week.
Tiny Keep is actually a relatively new roguelike game.
Oh yeah.
It's not the prettiest thing because it's not meant to be. It's
Right,
like
it's got that old
it's
stylized
It's
look
an
to it.
old stylized, very blocky, cartoony. It's like a dungeon roguelike.
Cool.
Pretty cool looking game.
All right.
And for
Yeah.
$2.73, you might be.
Well, sure.
I think it's worth it.
What's the high tier?
like 50.
They dropping a high tier on us?
Nope,
No high tier.
not right now.
Wow.
They've been listening to the show.
Not right.
apparently.
now.
Clearly, they
Yeah,
heard me go
average is so low.
$18 for space engineers. Go home. You're drunk.
Really, that's like 53 cents a game.
Yeah.
Why is Ed or not Ed? It's Garrick.
You
Garrick
can't
is,
tell their voices apart.
I can. I just sometimes I tune him
wow.
out. I'm just all he's been talking about is math. You know,
I'm just trying to bring
my name's
some
Garrick.
education
Most
to
of the
this
prime
podcast.
numbers equal 100. I don't know.
Got no hope
It's
of
the
bringing
first time.
education to this podcast,
No.
Garrick.
We are not educational.
That's not going to happen.
Every 53 cents equals.
We
$1.
got
It
away
doesn't.
with 99 episodes of being just completely brr. I don't think we're going to actually episode 100 suddenly put on, take the little, the little tassel from left to right or right to left or whatever the crap you're supposed to do. See, I don't even know.
No one knows.
I've been through 2 graduations,
are we talking,
three graduation
about
ceremonies to include
graduation?
middle
We're talking
school.
about the abacus,
I
left
don't
to
know.
right. I don't know.
Talking
I don't
about, what is that?
An
Is that a
abacus.
strip club? What are you talking about?
It's a new RPG.
It should be a strip
Oh.
club. If it's not already, get on it, someone. Someone with questionable morals.
Questionable morals.
Okay, so that means now, do we have any bundle stars to talk about today?
There's a bunch of new bundles, but I couldn't really find anything worth mentioning.
Really?
I did see a
Really?
couple.
That you wanted to
couple
add to the
zingers.
bundle roulette.
And by want, I mean I don't want to play them.
But you want
I
to
would-
see
I
us
would-
suffer.
I would love to see someone draw some of those zingers.
I see a certain bundle that Corey would just love.
I intentionally bought a bundle 2 weeks ago to add to the bundle roulette pile just so that
So there's
there
some
could
buffer.
be some games in there that you might be like, yay! Because right now it's not been a lot of yay in the
Chris,
bundle
if
roulette.
you don't buy the bonsai bundle and add that in, just to see Corey's.
I want to send a shout out to Paris and
I like
the
Paris.
people listening from Paris.
Thank
Or
you.
watching from Paris.
Thank you,
Paris,
Ken Bieber.
France?
Paris,
Bonjour.
France.
Well,
They're up
it's
early.
1:43 a.m. So
They're
that's
up
soon.
early.
Yeah.
And I just want to point out, I work for a French company, so bon appetit.
Well, for our French viewers, je suis le fromage, je m'appelle Eiffel. You're welcome.
What he said.
Au revoir.
Yes.
Baguette.
Oh, that's French, right?
Yeah, from Little Mermaid.
So that means,
Les Poissons.
yeah. Let's get into some news, shall we, boys?
Let's do it.
Hey, we can listen to this music again.
This is new. Is this new? This is
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What about Games for Gold?
We raced through games for. We already covered that last time.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
No. You probably didn't listen, knowing you.
Now, my favorite topic. Topic A.
Now
to
we're
that
at topic A.
Oh, we made it.
That's
We
right.
might not start with topic A because we don't go in order.
No, but let's go ahead and start with topic A.
I don't
I'm
want
gonna
to
throw you
talk
into
about
the button. You're okay. Let's move on. Hey
Here's
guys,
what I say.
the international happened.
The International happened for the Dota 2.
You know, it's interesting because it's like it was like here and then gone. I'm like,
Oh, bang.
It happened so fast.
I know.
It was almost.
It
had
was
planned-
mind-blowing.
I had at least planned to watch the finals, and
Ooh, the finals.
I
were
got your
killer.
tweet, and I'm like, what? Awesome, but what?
Yeah.
It was killer.
You didn't run out to the theater, buy your ticket, and watch it live streamed in the
I
theater.
did.
should
I
have.
saw that.
I would have done that.
I didn't do that.
I don't know if any of our theaters locally were actually doing it. Were they?
I don't think they
Oh,
were.
I doubt it.
Not
Yeah.
that I know of.
Well, I don't know why I would go spend money, other than the fact that I could fill up my bucket of popcorn for $4,
And you could be surrounded with other
But I could do
people.
that and then
happened?
drive back home too.
What happened?
USA
Team
for the first
USA!
time in history.
USA.
They won the International,
I know it.
and they are all millionaires and then some.
Team Evil Geniuses.
Yeah. So how much did they take home?
As a
Six-
team, they took home about $6.5 million.
Yeah, about $6.5 million for the
between
first place.
5 of them plus, I think a cut goes to coaches. That sort of
China
thing.
can suck it unless you're watching or listening from China, in which case we love communism.
Now, I need to know exactly how many coaches and players are on that team.
There's 5 players.
Do
Usually,
they have like a
there's-
manager?
Usually, there's one coach or manager,
Right.
And then,
6?
I mean, they might have other people that help around.
They have an
but
administrative assistant.
7?
secretary,
The dude what brings the
Well,
bagels.
After taxes,
bagel guy.
they get about $20.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, once you get up into that bracket, you're automatically pushed back down into the poverty level.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how math
A
works.
little less than $1 million each. Right?
Fun fact about the Evil
Yeah,
Geniuses.
that's about right.
Their own team captain PPD is from our very own Fort Wayne, Indiana.
I know it. This is
Yeah.
a hotbed of Dota. A hotbed of
man.
How many people from Fort Wayne, Indiana are on Pit Lord Meta?
One? Two?
From
All of them?
or living
Have
here?
lived here in some
3.
point. Three.
3 of us.
So the recreational was championed by Fort Waynites.
Yes.
And then it turns out now Fort Wayne are Zenton up in the Evil Geniuses.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
If you didn't get a chance to watch any of those games, I'll give you a quick little rundown.
Do it, because it's worthy of a rundown, the way
Evil
it played out.
Geniuses were playing the rookie wild card team from China called CDEC, oftenly referred to as CDEC. CDEC was a wild card round. They won every single game in the winner's bracket and made it to the finals. They
Yep.
beat Evil Geniuses in the final of the winner's bracket to go on to the grand final. Evil Geniuses dropped down. They beat another Chinese team to get back into the grand finals and then played CDEC again. But it was scary because C-Deck beat them 2-0 handily.
Yeah.
And then they came back and they won a 3-1 series for the best of 5.
You're the best around. You're the best around. Let's come from behind victory.
Those games were crazy.
To the crane kick
Those games were crazy.
up in there.
I was pretty proud of them.
They were.
They've been hitting home. The last couple of years, they've fallen short.
Yeah.
Last year, one of their better players, Fear, was actually out for injuries.
Yeah.
He had tennis elbow, and they came in third.
Did he play tennis in addition to Dota?
I'm not sure actually. There was large.
Isn't that a prereq to actually acquire
I think
tennis
so.
elbow?
You have to. Yeah. There was large speculation that they could have won last year if he had been healthy, because
Right.
they had to sub him out. But this year they came back as a team. They actually had some draft changes, and they had a 16-year-old from Pakistan as their star player, who
Wow.
just reinvented the game for a lot of people. He was freaking good.
Wow.
He is real good.
So
But
yeah,
that's enough about that. Dota, I love things.
Dota. I love things.
That's the episode title.
Oh, is that what it is?
I think. I don't
We'll
know.
have that discussion.
Yep.
So, speaking of people battling other people.
Man, I didn't give you much to go on. I didn't think you'd segue that.
Oh, I can segue anything. I can segue anything in 35 seconds or less, or 34 seconds or less. Hey, guess who else can knock something out in 34 seconds?
What do you got?
Rhonda. I don't actually, now that I'm getting ready to say her last name, think I've ever heard it pronounced. I've read so much. Is it Rousey? Rousey?
Rousey?
Rowdy Ronda Rousey?
Roddy Rousey.
Yeah. She knocked out that Brazilian chick in 34 seconds.
No.
And then said,
Right.
don't cry.
Yeah.
Do you not see anything about this? Because
No.
it was all over everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This chick got up and said some nasty comments pertaining to Rhonda's familial history.
She got right in her face.
And got right in her
The
face
street
during the promo pictures and going, don't cry. So Rhonda puts her out in 34-second knockout and gets up and goes, don't cry. Walks off.
Baby, don't cry.
What this has to do with games.
Oh, there is a roundabout.
Yes.
fight. Oh, okay.
She did a Reddit AMA the other day, and guess what?
What?
Garrick,
What?
I've found your one. If your wife gives you that one freebie,
Uh-huh.
it's as long as you don't mind getting knocked around a little. It's Ronda Rousey
Fine.
because she is a huge Pokemon nerd.
Whoa.
She is such a huge Pokemon nerd. She used to actually moderate a Pokemon fan forum.
Are you?
Wow.
I'm dead serious.
I guess she's a fan of the fighting type.
Yes, probably. That was a Pokemon joke. Almost sailed right over my head, but I grasped onto it at the last second.
Pikachu.
That's awesome.
Pikachu.
Yeah, that is
Everybody's favorite Garrick story.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, like really out and out, like we'll get in your face and argue any detail of Pokemon, not like a passing fan, like serious Poke nerd. So I thought that was interesting, considering the fact that she has been in front of every type of news outlet lately. So
Yeah.
it's just fine. Boy, you guys are just grinning looking at the stream over there. You happy?
It's good times, man.
It's
Yeah.
very good
It's
times.
good times.
What is going on over there?
We're just living life, you know?
Yeah. All right. Anyhow, back at it.
fighting type. Haha.
Fighting type. That's the joke. So we have a question in here.
We do.
Oh,
How did that
ki-
question get thrown in
It
there?
kind of
Is it
snuck
about
in there, I
Pokemon?
think.
Yeah.
Kind of just snuck
Yeah.
in there.
Chris wants
She's
to
a
know.
psychic type against fighting type, by the way. Psychic.
No. Well, maybe.
Or flying. Flying type.
Okay.
is also-
Who knows? Pokemon may be tragically underrepresented in this podcast.
And
I would just call it underrepresented, but
Yeah.
maybe just maybe it's tragically underrepresented,
It
and there are
could
listeners
seem like
just cheering to hear a little
think-
love going that way.
I think I can hear them cheering.
Yeah.
No, it's just-
Yay!
that's just crickets.
Yep.
Oh.
I don't have a button for either of those things anymore.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you would.
That sounded like you were fishing. Chris wants to know. I mean, listeners want to know what other celebs play video games that we may or may not know about. We've mentioned several times how Daniel Craig is apparently a big Halo nerd.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah.
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 Interesting.
Totes?
Yeah. Who's he married to?
What's her face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From The Mummy.
Yeah.
Return.
Yeah.
I can't ever remember her name.
That's
Anyhow.
The wife.
Yeah. And he says that the one thing that's nice about when they're both working on projects at different times is that he can just sit home and play Halo.
Yeah. And
That's
the
sweet.
House of Cards dude.
House of Cards. Frank Underwood.
Yeah, Frank Underwood.
Frank Underwood plays
He likes to
anything
play.
Sony branded. Actually, I can't remember, but I think he was actually playing
Kevin Spacey.
like Call of Duty. Does Kevin Spacey actually play?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Sure.
Why not? Why wouldn't he?
Controller.
I suppose you have an excellent point there.
Yeah.
It's fair enough. I think
And,
for all celebrities that have not confirmed that they hate gaming
The Rock,
are huge gamers.
What does The Rock play?
Dwayne Johnson. Doesn't he role play?
Madden.
No, actually, you think? Well, I don't know. Maybe he does. You're thinking of Vin Diesel.
No, I'm
Vin
thinking of Vin
Diesel.
Diesel. You're right.
Vin
Yeah.
Diesel,
Plays
who
D&D.
yeah, is a huge D&D guy.
I get those two confused all the time.
Yeah, you know, they both got thick necks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could pummel you.
Yeah, both could. Well, that's not saying much. That's a pretty wide field opened up there. But
Herman Cain.
Herman Cain.
Yeah.
What does Herman
Presidential
Cain play?
campaign.
He's-
Pokemon.
He plays. Are you
Do
serious?
you have any facts?
Did you not hear when he was running for president 3 years ago? He was giving his going away speech, and it was ripped directly from the Pokemon movie.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
I don't know if that
From
means
the
he plays
Pokemon
Pokemon or his speechwriter plays Pokemon. But
Either way,
I'll
I'm
give it to
counting
you.
it.
I'll give it to you.
There's I don't have any confirmation on this, but Maisie Williams, who's Arya Stark, didn't ask me anything on
Right.
Reddit, and she may or may not play RuneScape. That
RuneScape.
that game that I play that you hate.
I've never played it.
You hate it on me.
I'm sure I would hate it,
I'm
most
sure.
likely.
But there
I
was,
hated it when
there
I
was,
played it 12
there
years
was
ago.
strong speculation that she does.
See, you
She
hear that?
made, she made like
Just-
a comment.
Garrick just said he hated it when he played it 12 years ago.
Well, it's changed, Garrick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Updated. They
probably
added
hate
like a
more
whole
now,
class. Yeah. They put in more things that were like it now for you to hate more so.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Ooh, Rosario Dawson.
Rosario Dawson, what does she play?
I don't know.
Yeah,
She
but
seems like a gamer.
Yeah, Miley
she was on a game
Cyrus.
show.
she ought to be.
No.
Rosario Dawson ought to play games.
Oughta.
As if I don't like Rosario Dawson enough
I
already.
think I remember seeing her on a video game show or some sort of video game award ceremony or
I
something.
think
like
you're
that.
confusing Rosario Dawson.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. What's her name who hosts Whose Line? Is it anyway?
New or old?
New, current. Whose Line
I'm not
host?
sure.
I'm completely spacing on her name
I
right
haven't
now.
watched
Yeah,
that in a while.
I think we beat this one.
Yeah, but still, either way, I think Garrett got a little lost on the way. Who knows? Maybe Rosario Dawson's a huge game nerd. Hey, guess what else is going on?
What?
Star Wars PS4.
I like Star Wars.
I'm not a big fan.
Garrick,
Passover.
Uh-huh.
you're a fan of Star Wars.
Garrick
I
was drooling
am
over this
familiar
when he
with
saw it.
this industry of Star Wars.
You have a collection that handily rivals mine.
Yes, I would say that's correct.
You don't have a PS4 yet.
That is correct. I do not have a PS4 yet.
Would a Darth Vader style PS4 that comes packaged with Battlefront sell you a PS4?
Shut up and take my money
Yeah.
right now.
That's what I figured.
Well,
I figured that was going to be the
That sounds
response.
awesome.
Yeah. Too bad they're not making it.
No,
need to-
what? They canceled it.
Ah, you tease.
They're like, forget that Garrett guy.
I'm waiting for the Boba Fett one.
The Boba Fett PS4.
Yeah.
That would
That's
be
for
kind of
real,
nice.
right?
It's kind of outside their usual color range.
Which would
Yeah, it's like
make
for
it
real,
look
right?
awesome because it would be totally different looking.
I don't know. Do you think they're willing to go green,
No,
considering
no.
that's the Microsoft mantra?
No, they totally would not.
Yeah.
I
That'd be nice.
have a quick interjection for someone who's having trouble loading Twitch. We just got tweeted by @FlameKebab, who wanted to add in, he wants to say that Snoop and Ice Cube used to be fairly obsessed with Call of Duty.
That's true.
That's right.
That's very true. Actually, yeah, my understanding is that Ice Cube plays Ice-T plays a lot of different games, and he is crazy into I think he's just first-person shooters all around, from my understanding. I know it used to be Call of Duty a lot, but yeah, Ice-T is a big gamer. In fact, if you watch Law and Order SVU,
Yeah.
if you're still watching that show, they every now and then try to insert him making gaming jokes. And I'm like, I'm wondering if he's writing the lines in, but they still come across as so awkward because that show is, of course, not acknowledging of any of this stuff. But they did an episode that was ripped from the headlines. Yeah. of the whole Gamergate, related to the whole Gamergate scandal, actually playing out to a violent end. And yeah, he had so many bad gaming puns in that episode. There's probably a YouTube compilation out there of just IT being like, "That's what happens when you camp," and stuff like that. But look for that. If not, we should take it upon ourselves.
We should.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What else is going on, Chris?
Wait, this PS4, it's for real, right?
The Vader PS4, November 17th, man.
It is
Do
coming.
you know what day that is?
The day that Battlefront comes out.
That's my birthday.
November 17th is your birthday?
That's my birthday.
If your wife does
I
not
know
get
what I
you a
want for
Vader
my birthday.
PS4
It's over.
with Battlefront, now if you want, you can get the Disney Infinity pack in instead.
But
Does that come with Boba Fett?
Unlikely.
I doubt it comes with Boba Fett. I don't actually know.
I'm going to say unlikely.
Yeah, but go ahead and tell her that if she loves you, and only if if she doesn't love you, that's fine. But if she loves you, PS4 Vader style. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
It works every time.
Yeah. What else is going on?
Yeah.
Oh, what else is going on?
Yeah, look, the next one.
I don't actually know anything about it.
Okay.
I can answer the first question. Am I too poor for an Xbox One or PS4? Yes.
So far, yes.
Yes, I am.
exactly. Are you too dumb to buy a Ouya?
Honestly, I didn't even know they were around until we talked about Razer.
Or wait, are you too dumb?
But too not dumb.
Too dumb to not buy an Ouya would be the proper. Considering
I'm
Ouya is
confused
pretty much
by
a
the
dead
question.
platform that got picked up by Razer.
That's a lot of double negatives.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'll let you
You're
just.
not dumb for not a Ouya?
Yeah, more or less.
Basically, are you
Got it.
smart enough for an Ouya?
No, I still think that doesn't work.
I'm going to say no. My answer is no.
Well,
no matter what the.
I got
terminology.
something for you, buddy.
What is it?
An Ouya.
Is this made by Razer?
Oui.
Is that the Japanese import version?
This is a Chinese console that is designed to look like a cross between a PS4 and an Xbox One, but it plays an Android operating system with similar specs to an Ouya.
Sweet.
Yay! And in the
Yeah.
press release, they talked about all the effort that went into the hot original styling. I'm gonna open up the link, Chris. I know this makes great radio.
The links don't work, sorry.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, dang it.
Look at that.
Click, dog.
It's a PS4, and it's got a grill on top like an Xbox One, and the controller's a straight rip of the Xbox One controller.
It does look like it.
Now, in their defense, I would love to have a PS4 with an Xbox One controller because I still am not used to the PS4 controller. But this is like China just, man, they don't care.
What's the price on it? Is it on there?
I don't know, about $100.
Well, if you wanted just a novelty piece, if you were doing like a streaming podcast or something, and just wanted something to look like a PS4,
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't actually know the physical size of it. I don't know if it'll be as big.
yeah, but the camera just, whatever.
Yeah, just scoot it closer to the
Sure.
camera. No one will know the difference.
Sure.
Exactly. But
That's decent.
I had to throw this in here because I just thought it was just. I mean, we see Chinese knockoffs all the time. I mean, I've been tempted to buy, a couple of Chinese cell phones here or there. Actually, is the OnePlus One Chinese?
Yes.
I knew Ed would have me. I knew Ed would have me. I've the OnePlus One and OnePlus Two. Very tempting for me for a next phone that I pick
Yeah, that
up.
OnePlus 2 looks really nice.
Yeah, it does. And the price is fair. It's higher than the OnePlus One, but it's fair. And that's a Chinese phone. But they're going about it the right way. It's all original features, styling, you know what I mean? Their feature set, they're like compromising certain things to keep price down, battery life up, all that stuff. So it's not like they're ripping somebody off. But this thing, it's like it's like does their ad department really believe that this is original styling, or are they just was that edited in by some government lowlife, going, oh, this is really, really original, you guys. No one's ever done anything like this before. All hail Chairman Mao. I don't know who everyone hails
Mao.
over there.
Sometimes I ask
Hey,
my
Corey.
Yeah.
Hey, is that actually Ouya compatible or not? I mean, that's a running version of Android 2.
Do you want an oh yeah or a oh yay?
Whatever.
It's not. It has no affiliation at all with Ouya, so it will not have the Ouya store. However, if you buy Razer's upcoming Android streaming platform, It is supposed to be compatible with your Ouya account since they acquired Ouya a couple weeks ago. So
Well, I just thought maybe they'd rip off the Ouya firmware and just let you access the store that way. But I was just curious.
if they're smart and all signs point to then I would say they would get at least the specs as close as possible so that they could court developers. I'm using quotey fingers onto the platform. So
because we can see that now on
Yeah.
Twitch.
yeah,
Awesome.
you'll be able to see it in a minute or so. So anyhow,
Oh, there it is.
there I was quotey fingering. So last on the news. Yeah.
Do we have outro music for the news?
No, we don't have
Come
outro
on,
music for the
work
news.
on that, please.
You're gonna bump E? You don't like it's Pokemon news. We just talked about how Pokemon is tragically
Let's just
underrepresented.
let Garrick read it.
Or Ed, are you kidding me?
Or Ed.
We have the two biggest Poke fans
Yeah.
I know.
Why don't you guys go ahead and read it together?
Yeah, go ahead. In tandem, that won't be a problem at all.
Let's see how good the sync is.
I accidentally closed the notes. So.
All right, I guess it's my turn.
Okay, let's
Step
hear it,
up.
Ed.
All right. Gamers enjoying Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire have another legendary Pokemon coming their way.
What?
I'm glad he
Oh.
inserted Pokemon after legendary because I thought there was a word missing. Another legendary what? I didn't know.
Yeah.
So apparently
That's
Ed knew
because he
exactly
wanted
what
you
that
to
meant.
wait for it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Legendary. Who's coming? Who's
All right.
who's the new?
It is going to be
legendary Pokemon?
Shiny Mega Rayquaza. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
I don't know. Did
tell us.
you just have a seizure?
You tell us.
Or did you swallow your tongue just now, Ed?
Shiny Mega Rayquaza.
Pretty much.
Shiny Mega Rayquaza.
Rayquaza.
What
It's being distributed by Nintendo and the Pokemon Company until September 14th,
So there's a
2015.
there's an
Yeah.
ultimatum.
An
Yes.
ultimate, a legendary. Do you have to
It's
buy a
shiny.
new version?
No.
I wish
Well,
there was a
if you're-
link.
You do. If you
Are they?
don't own
Yeah,
it.
I wish. Are they doing this online, or do you have to?
Yeah,
Back in
so-
the past, they'd have to go, to an event or to like a Toys R Us
Nope.
or something to get it. They're
You
doing
can,
this entirely online this time.
They have this thing called an internet, I guess, that you can. log
Nintendo.
your game-
Whoa, we're talking about Nintendo here.
Yeah,
We're
but
talking-
on your DS, you can just log in, go to collect a gift or whatever, go to the internet, and it automatically downloads it. You go into your game, pick it up from some chick at the Pokemart, and then you have your shiny Mega
You're talking
Rayquaza.
about Nurse
That's awesome.
Jane.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
thought Nintendo
I don't know
removed the
anything.
internet from all their devices.
No.
You're
Oh.
implying it was ever there to begin with. Fie on you, sir.
Yeah, I know. What
And
what can
I guess
say?
you guys don't sound very excited about this, but shinies are very, very, very rare. And to have one distributed is awesome.
So what do you do? You just connect and you get it? Does it cost money?
Yeah. Nope.
Nope.
Free. Well, if you have the game, it's free.
Well, I mean, how rare are they if everyone gets one?
Well, if you catch them in the wild, they're like 1 in, 10,000 or something. to
But
come
also, you
across.
got to be paying attention. If you're not listening to a hot, right on the money podcast like this one,
Yeah, who's got
how
all their
would you
facts?
even know? Because you're like Ronda Rousey and you're moderating a Pokemon for him. That's
So
how you-
is that going to be the deal of the week?
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess so. Your shiny Mega, who's a what's its
Instead of
Pokemonzers.
green, it's like a darkish gray, brown, black. So it's awesome. It's different
Well,
color.
good.
Yeah,
Hey,
I can't
Charcoal-y.
wait to pick that up.
No, seriously, are you two going to do this?
Do what?
Are you going to go out and grab it?
I already got it.
Did you hear his voice? I already. What the heck's your problem? I already got
The
it.
thing is, I don't know
Wait, was that
whether to believe him or
rhetorical? Was I
not.
supposed to answer that?
That's a good point. With Garrick, you never know. What about you, Ed?
I'll be perfectly honest. I don't have a copy of one of those games right now, so I'm not going to get it.
Oh,
Ooh.
Ed.
Full disclosure, I
Seems a
actually added
little.
that into the notes.
I know.
I mean, we brought you on here as the local expert, and you
Failed.
Oh,
let us
I-
down.
yeah. Well, that's what I do. So
The Encyclopedia is short a book.
Chris, you made a horrible mistake by giving Garrick editing rights to our show
Yeah.
notes.
You know you can give them read only, right?
I couldn't help
These
you
may
were-
not
you
even
were-
be the news items that we're supposed to
I
be
couldn't
doing.
help noticing you were
Yeah,
missing
he's
that
just
one, so I
adding
had-
things in there.
I know. I'm like, I didn't add that. I look at Chris and going, pass, go, pass. I'm like, no,
No,
we're going
this
to
is
read.
important.
So there. So, gentlemen,
Huh?
hey,
Hey,
it's been a while since either of you guys have been on.
Yeah.
What have you been doing gaming-wise in the meantime? I'm curious. Ed, I'm going to go to you first. What
All
have
right.
you been gaming lately?
Not too terribly much. I've been playing some more, 3DS platformers. I've been playing. I started playing Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures, and that one's pretty good. I got in. Just shut up, Corey.
No, I don't know anything about it. It's just the title. It's common now. The titles of games are sometimes over the ridiculous.
He knew
rainbow.
it was you by just the noise of.
Well, yeah. Ed's known me long enough to know the audible cues.
But no, well, you know what it is. I mean, it's based on the guy. So
Right.
Oh, good.
yeah. So and then it's like it's based on making fun of like old video game tropes and stuff, which is
Okay.
kind of what he does on the show. So
Oh, so
pretty good.
so it's meta.
Yes, it's very meta.
I don't.
Proper use of that term
Maybe.
Hit Lord.
by the teacher.
So I've been playing some of that, and I did. You guys were talking about Nintendo and the internet, but you guys forgot that. And we were talking about Humble Bundle earlier, but you guys forgot that Nintendo had a Humble Bundle not that long ago.
Yeah, no, we covered it.
Oh
got
well,
up
you did
all on
cover
that
it
one.
today, so
No, we
That's
didn't
'cause
cover
it's not
today.
on.
yeah, and it
over.
was. I got that, and I don't have a Wii U yet, so all those codes are just kind of sitting there.
You purchased a bundle
over-
for a platform you don't own yet?
Oh, you have no
Technically, it'd be
idea.
2 platforms you don't
Well,
own because I
yeah,
think
I
there's
haven't-
DS.
Chris,
Oh,
Chris,
no.
let me introduce you to Ed.
Hey, Ed. Oh, goodness.
Ed, sometimes known as the Collector. Ed,
But these aren't even like
Ed,
these aren't
the
games
man,
he has on
the
his
man
shelf.
what purchased a GX TV using Game Boy carts as currency.
This
I'm never gonna live that one.
these
down,
are
am I?
digital codes. He doesn't even get to look at them.
First off, no, you'll never live it down. And secondly, it was still awesome because it told me what to do to go out and get free money.
Well, that's true.
Buy $3
So
Game
wait,
Boy cards.
These
and
are
sell them
just
for 10.
digital codes.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I do have a 3DS. Well, I have a 2DS, so close enough, right?
Yeah.
So I only had one game on there that I actually could use. The rest of them, I'm gonna give away. But it was Ollie Ollie.
Yeah.
And I'm playing that, and that's kind of fun.
Do you
I'm
remember?
not very good at it.
Do you
but,
remember how much the bundle went for when you picked it up?
I just paid $10 for it.
$10. You paid $10 for one game. It's not the end of the world, and eventually, hopefully, you get to play the rest of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a Wii U, and I have all the other 3DS games already, but I can give those codes away or something. So.
Whoa!
I have a
Whoa.
Wii U I
Some
could probably
codes.
sell you.
That's true. How
Oh,
much?
I'd
Already?
be interested. Yeah.
How much does that Wii U get used? Be honest.
It keeps a nice little spot on the.
I'm not home
table.
all the time, so I don't know.
I was like, I don't really live there. I'm in this basement all the time.
Yeah, I'm at work or here. It's
Yeah.
just- yeah, I don't know. It doesn't get used by me. Like, the last time I used it was when
We took it to Chris's
we
house.
took it to Chris's house, which
Yeah.
was a few months ago. It
That
was
was.
cold
And
out.
it's still there.
It was still cold.
That was
though.
a while ago.
Yeah.
It was indeed.
I know the kids have used it since, but it's probably not every week.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, there that is. Garrick, do you have a Wii U?
Oh, well, hold on.
Whoa!
Hold on.
I always cut Ed off at the knees, but he's got
Oh,
more.
man. Yeah, the other thing I've really been playing lately is Fallout Shelter.
Yes.
It's,
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So-
You're on the Android device or the iOS device?
I've been playing it on my iPad. I got the Android version, but I haven't started playing it yet.
Did you update the iPad version in the last
I
week?
did, indeed, yes.
Yeah. Death
know
Claws
Death
are
Claws
buttholes.
suck.
They are
Yeah.
buttholes.
Awful.
They're horrible.
And the mole rats aren't much better. They are
Uh,
also buttholes.
Yeah, they're not as bad though.
Do you
Now,
play
I've
Fallout
actually
Fallout?
I've actually populated my entire upper platform, the entire upper level of my shelter with like all level 50 characters.
This game is
That's
so
a good idea.
so that no one will die when they just go running from room to room, but
Fallout
it still
Shelter.
takes they still get onto the second floor before they're dead.
I use like 30 stim packs every time one of those guys comes by.
Yeah, I tend up
Yep.
using at least 3 or 4.
Now, what keeps driving you guys to keep playing this game?
I just updated
the
it.
big update, sure, but
I wouldn't call it a big update.
But you were
it's
playing
an
it
update.
before then.
I was.
you haven't stopped.
No.
right?
I
You
stopped
still-
for about 2 weeks when
I guess-
my save wouldn't load.
I guess,
Wow.
yeah, for me, it was a fun little novelty. I played it for a couple weeks, and then I'm like, I'm done. It
I'd
was
say-
great, but
I just,
Yeah.
I'm trying to collect all the weapons.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what
I've never been much
How
of a
do you
collector.
know?
So
How do you know
I
what
guess
all
that's-
the weapons are?
Though I don't, so they've got me forever.
No, they have a list.
They have a
Yes.
list. Yeah, you can access the list.
Is there
Corey
a
doesn't
list?
know how to use the
Corey
internet.
probably already has all.
Oh,
of
there's
them.
To be
list.
perfectly honest, I did only realize that the list was in there like a week ago. but hey, that's all the more excitement and mystery for me when a new one pops up.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, I do have. It's funny because there are in Fallout 3, there are and New Vegas, there are named weapons. There are like special versions of a weapon that's more powerful, and it's like it's distinct. There's only one of that weapon in your game. Whereas like you can find like Gatling lasers virtually anywhere you got a pile of super mutants. There's only one called Vengeance. Well, it just so happens in Fallout Shelter they brought in the named weapons. I have 2 Vengeances.
2 Vengeances.
I have 2 of a named
Vengeances.
weapon, and I felt like that was. I'm trying to figure out if that was a bug or they just left that unplugged for a reason. I don't know.
I can't answer that.
But guess
honestly.
what? Those dudes carrying Gatling lasers and full-on
I bet they
power
do-
armor
bet they
are
do
guarding
work.
my vault door. So
I bet they do
That-
pretty good work.
And they're probably unhappy.
yeah,
They're at 40%.
they're at about 70.
not
They
their
hover
ideal
in the
job.
high 7. Well, no, one of them seems to love it. One of them seems to love sitting in a room that looks like a furnace room and just shoot anything that comes through the door. He seems to be perfectly happy. He's at 99% all the time. He's like, hey, this is great.
But
I
he's
don't have
never
to do
100.
anything.
He's never 100.
I don't have to learn anything. I don't have to make anything. All I got to do is shoot anything that comes through the door. I'm okay.
He must be on the Duck Dynasty show.
Yeah, most likely. He's probably wearing camo underneath the power armor.
Right.
But then I've got another dude who's like all maxed out, and I've got him sitting there, and he's like, this sucks. This is not a proper use of my skills. I should be out in the wasteland gathering. And I'm like, shut up and shoot stuff. And
He
he's
needs to
like,
get off his high horse.
yeah, I know it. I know it.
I don't think
But-
they have horses in that game.
Well, yeah.
Not
you're right.
yet.
Developers
Wait till the next update.
listening. Hey, gentlemen,
Mutated horses.
guess what that means?
What?
It means it's time for the. Do I have music for this? The
You-
rundown.
Probably.
Yay.
You have that music.
I got that new music from you. I got to get incorporated. Unless you're still working on it.
I don't know. We need to talk.
Composing Howie.
Master Control, Compose, and Howie.
Yeah. So it's time for the rundown, gentlemen. I don't know if you're familiar with this new segment where we've got several news items that we just run through, and we all get an interjection. We just read them off.
We get one.
and you get one interjection. After you have used your interjection, you cannot interject.
Do
You
we
might
only
as well
have
just
F?
leave.
Yeah, we're down through H, I think. Or no, wow,
Ooh.
Garrett's been doing more things to our document.
Pokemon!
Yeah, just delete that.
Where'd that come from?
So anyhow, it literally just says Pokemon with an exclamation point for listeners to know what.
I
Garrett's-
interject.
All right, good. He's out of
That's
the
it.
way.
You spent it. Okay, I'm going to read them off. Everybody gets one interjection. Use it or lose it, and once it's gone, it's gone. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Go.
All right, here we go. Quantum Break, a weird mixture of live action time. Did Garrett do this?
No.
I didn't do anything.
No, okay. Quantum Break, a weird mixture of live action, time manipulating gameplay or something is the text that's on here. It's a game coming out that features the Littlefinger guy from the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Peter
and the
Baelish.
Iceman dude from the from X-Men.
Yeah.
Dudes.
Oh, yeah.
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 Anything?
Okay.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Destiny, speaking of Game of Thrones, is ditching the Dinklage. They are dropping Peter Dinklage from the game, not just in the new expansion pack, but they're going back in retro, removing him from all the previous gameplay, and he is the voice you pretty much hear more than any other in the game, and replacing him with veteran voice actor Nolan North.
Ooh.
I'm going to use my interjection on this one.
Oh, wow.
Holy crud. You get an actor like Peter Dinklage.
Who's pretty hot right now.
Yeah, Howie's got the hots
So
for him.
hot.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And you get him to do, it was the mustache in X-Men, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
That sweet, sweet mustache.
And the long hair in Pixels.
Yeah.
Which I've never seen. I've only seen the previews.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Nobody
On record.
accused me
It's
of
on
seeing it.
Ooba dooba.
Ooba dooba.
You're on top.
But yeah, he did the voice of the ghost little robot-y dude that just floats in and out of stuff and says stuff at you the whole time, which a lot of people said was like the worst phoning it in he's ever done, and that he must have been really, really uninspired by the dialogue. So now what they're saying is, his schedule is so tight that they couldn't work him in for the expansion. So rather than have to come up with a reason why the ghost has a different voice, they said, why don't you just record all the old dialogue, Nolan? Nolan, who answers the phone with, I'll do it, when it comes to doing voices in video games.
Been in every video game.
He is. He's usually multiple voices in every video game. And lots and lots and lots and lots of lead characters, such as Nathan Drake in the that series.
Yeah.
And the Penguin.
Yeah. And the Penguin? Really?
Yeah. Arkham, some of those Arkham games.
I did not know that. No, but of course he was.
Yeah.
Is the answer you give when someone says, Nolan North voices this.
Right.
So seriously, it's Nolan North everywhere. So they really dug in deep to find somebody for this, or they just opened up and pointed at the top name on the list and went, that guy.
That guy.
So I think it's funny because Destiny has been accused of being a somewhat humorless jaunt. I enjoy it for the gameplay, but that's it. The story I find monotonous and dragging. And I'm kind of interested to see if maybe Nolan North doing the voice of this character, can maybe give it a little pep.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe
Doubtful.
not, though.
So that's me. All right, we're moving on. Mojang's next game, the dude's what made Minecraft, is called Cobalt, and it's a 2D platformer. Nobody. Sonic Dreams is a little collection of games that allegorizes Sonic's fall from grace. You guys not heard of Sonic Dreams?
I have looked into this, and it looks awesome from that perspective.
Are you interjecting?
Sounds like an
interjection.
to me.
I'm interjecting.
Go on.
All right.
Just assumed.
The story of Sonic the Hedgehog is one that is both sad and strange.
It is.
And for Sega to be able to acknowledge that in some respect is kind of nice because, he's a character that, kind of got the short end of the stick eventually. His games all became terrible. But
Handily.
he really... Oh, go ahead.
Handily terrible.
Handily
Like,
terrible.
unequivocally
Yes,
terrible.
just complete, utter train wrecks. But he's not at heart a bad character, and he's had some really good games, and he was, for, 3 or 4 years there back in the early 90s, I mean, he was like one of the most important characters in the industry. So it is, kind of nice for this to come around and say, hey, we know, this is kind of screwy here. Kind of here's what happened, in a sense. Not ignoring it, not necessarily giving a history of it, but just kind of saying, yeah, we acknowledge it. It's been bad. So here you go. And I did read an interview recently with someone at Sega where they had been talking about, how they have acknowledged how they just let that whole thing go and that they're trying to make it right. So, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, has Sega affiliated themselves at all with this? I mean, I know it was put together by Arcane Kids as sort of a commentary on this whole thing. I mean, I guess Sega. I mean, it's free to play. It's sort of a fan game. You can go out and my understanding is you can whip through it in a very short amount of time. But I don't know. Is Sega just kind of putting their hands up and going, eh?
You know what? I think that's probably what's happening. I think I misread it there because I think I was conflating it in my head with that interview that I had read. So,
right.
Yeah, my mistake. But no, it's definitely still a great idea. Even if it is a homebrew like it is, it's definitely still a great idea just to kind of, give a little bit more context, to the character in some fashion.
Well, and once you tumble down so far, you kind of got to plant a foot to be able to pivot and shoot back up, right? I mean, you can't just keep going. I mean, they tried with, Sonic 4, but even then, they screwed the pooch by making it, episodic and stuff like that. And it's like, guys, just make the right game and sell it.
Yeah, exactly. And, there have been a few good Sonic games in the last 10 or 12 years, like the ones on DS were pretty good. But, none of them have really had, the spark that Sonic 1 and really especially Sonic 2, that was the best one.
Oh,
I loved
agree.
all the way
I
through
agree.
Sonic and Knuckles. I loved all of them, and I love Sonic Spinball. Yeah, I
I
said
love
it.
Sonic Pinball too. It's not great, but it is a lot of fun. And Sonic CD is really good too, but it's
It's overwhelming
it's not
for some people. It's a genre shift.
Do we have a
Hey,
time
real-
limit for an interjection?
No,
Okay, just
no.
Can we go around the table real quick? Everyone say their favorite Sega game.
Sonic.
Sonic game.
Actually, Mortal Kombat 2, but that's
Dr.
not really
Robotnik's
Sega
Mean
game.
Bean Machine.
Oh, you like the Dr. Robotnik Mean Bean Machine?
Yep.
Oh, that's good. Puyo, that's good.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
He just dropped
me.
the Japanese title on you because
Gunstar Heroes, actually.
Okay.
That's my favorite Genesis game.
there it is. All right, moving right along. League of Legends has its first pro female gamer in Maria Krevling, or Remilia, Team Renegades. ESL, Electronic Sports League,
That's what ESL stands for, guys.
Oh, okay.
is now banning the same substances as the Olympics.
Well, I want to interject.
I
one
knew you would. I put this in there hoping you would.
Well, obviously, I'm going to interject because I've interjected any time that this has come up.
Yeah, I was like,
Third week in a row. Bait.
And
But this seems to go down the hole that you said would
Yeah.
be the dumbest thing they could do.
we're comparing Electronic Sports League to the Olympics, and how does it doesn't make sense to me. Does it make sense to anybody else? Am I the only one who thinks this way?
I'm using the cream and the clear to go middle lane.
And ESL is English as a second language, so
Yeah,
that's my other beef with this.
I'm like, what is he talking about? I don't know what
My mom was an ESL teacher, so she was. But
You know what's happening, though? I mean, electronic gaming is really becoming almost a sport in a lot of ways. Like
$6.5 million.
of an
Yeah,
$18
well,
million prize pool.
There are
That's a lot of money
universities
that's
that
going into this stuff now.
Well, yeah, and there are universities that have this as a varsity sports program where they have sponsors
Yeah.
and they give scholarships.
Yeah.
This is where things are going. So it makes sense that they are going to have some sort of a substance abuse policy.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
Some sort of substance abuse policy. Yeah, I mean, last time we talked about this, we were talking about Adderall.
But we're talking about Adderall, drugs that people with ADD or
Like actual
ADHD.
sit down and play games performance enhancing.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. I can see how, like, if somebody, like, lights up a fat doob, is that what the kids call them?
That would.
Well, I don't think honestly, dubes are gonna
Well,
enhance your
you know what I
gaming
found?
performance.
You know what I found, though, when we play Counter-Strike? If I have a shot of something before we start, it relaxes me and I play better.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah,
So that
a
is
little bit to
enhancing
relax
my
you.
performance in the fact that it is de-enhancing my twitchiness, I guess.
I just think this is ridiculous. I'm not opposed to some kind of policy, but
Yeah, don't do crack. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, they always used to put the say no to drugs sign on all of the arcade game screensavers.
It just seems lazy to me. I mean,
does.
let's
It
ban
does, yeah.
stuff. How,
We're
what
not-
do we ban? Whatever the Olympics is banning.
What
Why
they
not?
did.
we're
what they
talking
did
about
good.
this became news. What 6 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And
Already.
now they
Kaboom.
have a policy out.
Yeah.
And it's like you
hey-
didn't even think about it at all.
Well, there's another way to look at this.
I don't want to.
Well, perhaps. Possibly they are trying to position this to actually become some sort of an Olympic sport. Competitive or exhibition, who knows? But they're going to have a similar policy if they're wanting to have the opportunity to go in that direction.
If that's the direction they're going, yeah, you're right. That makes
Yeah.
sense that they're
I mean,
going to align with that.
I'd be really surprised that if within the next 10, 15 years we would see it in the Olympics.
Well, and the Olympics has like shooting competition, stuff like that. People take things to relax their nerves and to be steady and straight, or have theoretically had access to those things and they've been banned. So
Yeah.
there is probably more overlap than at first we're giving credit for, because we're just thinking the dude who's injecting himself into his abs and weightlifting until his veins burst, but there's more
which
to
obviously
it than
does
that.
not apply.
Well,
One would think.
list,
Not directly.
the
I
list of the
crushed
banned
my
substances-
controller.
This list of banned substances the Olympics do. I mean, I don't think they really looked into it because there's stuff on there like Clomid, which
Yeah.
is like a fertility enhancer.
Yes.
And if someone's having, I don't know, fertilization problems or something, and they're taking this, they get banned from sports.
Yeah, I want to know, is
That's
metformin...
my problem with.
I want to
this
know
whole
if
thing.
metformin is banned from the Olympics, because that's a blood sugar medication that's
Well,
also used.
I don't know about George Foreman, but maybe metformin.
Makes a good burger, not a good gamer.
Yeah, you got to have all the fat in the meat.
Yeah.
at the Olympics.
I want to see the rest of the story because the Olympics will allow things as long as you get a doctor's permission and you disclose it within a certain amount of time. I hope they're doing something similar to that.
Yeah,
'Cause-
if they
'cause if
do
you're-
that,
if-
then I'm more on board.
If you're prescribed like ADD medication and you really need that, or antipsychotics or something, you need to take that.
Right. And the theory would be that you're taking that to bring yourself to a normal level,
Right.
not to
Exactly.
an enhanced
Exactly.
level.
Right.
Yep, I'm sure
So.
there's a leeway.
Yeah, there's got to be some sort of. I mean, they're not just going to blanketly ban everything. I mean, there's got to be some sort of a policy to allow exceptions. Like you said, the Olympics does it as long as the proper paperwork is filed and as long as the procedure is followed. So I'm sure that there's something similar here. And
I
again,
just wonder how much that is exploited.
I interject.
I'm sure.
Whether it's exploited or if it's hard to exploit. Like if
yeah.
it's overly
there's
hard.
there's shady doctors out there.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
I mean,
Hey, everybody. Nobody?
Dr. Nick.
Thank you. Thank you. My
I
word.
was waiting for somebody else.
All right.
I'll step up.
Let's jump. PlayStation Plus subscribers can now vote for their next free PS4 games.
I interject.
All right, Chris is dropping it.
That's awesome
That is awesome.
because
Is Garrick the only one with an interjection left? I think so.
I think
I
so.
was going to use it on those last two, but the people.
That
still-
is fantastic. Are they giving you like a list of games and I get a vote of
I
the
think
list?
this first time out, it's 2 games you can vote from.
Okay, still, you have a choice.
Right.
Even if that one doesn't, it's like when they do the Steam sales around the holidays where you get a pick of the 3 for that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel like, I've already got 2 of those. I want the other one.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool.
My fear is, however, that giving you the power of choice is also going to just let them limit how big a game they're giving. Like,
Possibly.
well, we're going to give you the choice between 2 things you've never heard of, but it's your choice,
But that could also
Yeah.
go the same way as they might put, 2 you've never heard of and 1 you have heard of just because it's an older game.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. If they start exploring that, it's possible.
I mean,
I
it
think-
could go either way.
I think
sure.
this will end up like the Steam choices that you get to vote on. It was awesome at first. They had some awesome choices that you get to vote on, but now
You're right. You're
Yeah,
right. The
on the
Steam
sales-
sales when you choose now. First off, it's the same. Like 1 or 2 of the choices are the same, like multiple days in a row.
Right.
yeah.
And also they're like in the $2 to $3 range type games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you get trading cards now. So it's up for it.
Yeah.
Makes everything
That's
fine.
that's like getting 16 cents for every 3 votes.
And big Fallout Shelter and iOS update with the Android version adds Deathclaws, Mole Rats, Mr. Handy. We already talked about it. Android users plug in and close apps before playing Fallout Shelter or face a possible save-destroying bug.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Nintendo finally updates Splatoon to add much-needed squad features.
I guess I'll interject.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Do you have a Wii U?
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. Do you have Splatoon?
I do not, but I needed to use an interject, and that was the last one on the list.
Can you pick up Splatoon before Labor Day so we can play it?
Can you go spend money for
Yeah.
us? That's the
Sure,
best
why
way
not?
to save money.
This
Have your
is
friends
Garrick.
with
He'll
you.
get legs out of it.
I do have amiibos. Do those interlink with Splatoon?
Who
I have no
knows?
idea.
They do.
I heard
I haven't-
Ed has some extra games you could play.
Actually, I got a sweet Pokemon one, a Jigglypuff.
He just said,
amiibo.
I got a sweet Pokemon, and then there was more words after that. I just want to point that out.
amiibo. It's a Jigglypuff, man.
Uh-oh.
I have an amiibo.
What?
I own an amiibo.
Take a guess.
Wow.
What,
That is
guys,
crazy.
guess what it is.
Wait, they can
Gee.
probably still see on the back.
What do you think?
I don't think you can.
Take a
Oh,
guess.
is it on the?
No,
Oh,
Take a guess. Let me see.
they're looking.
Heck.
Yeah,
cheating.
they're looking at...
They're cheating.
I'm thinking.
Darn,
just waiting
oh,
for the video to buffer.
You already... you can see it. So.
Cursor
Is
720p.
it Pac-Man?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, you apparently
No.
suck. So
No,
Is it Bowser?
it's Bowser.
It's Iggy Koopa. Oh wait, never mind.
No, it's not Iggy Koopa. It is Bowser. And the reason why I got Bowser is, first off, he was a couple bucks off. But secondly, when I took the PlayStation TV back to GameStop and said, "No, you're taking this crap back from me. This thing's broken," I got them to agree to do so for store credit. Which, hey, if you run into those issues where GameStop says they don't take returns, argue with them and then ask for store credit after you wear them down. And I had to find $50 worth or $40 worth of stuff,
which can be difficult.
From GameStop. I mean, basically, if you got $40 at GameStop, you can spend it all on one $20 thing. Or you can find a bunch of useless crap. And so I got the Baby Groot pop vinyl, Dancing Baby Groot.
Yep.
And then I got a charger for my PS4 controller. And then I said, I'm going to buy an Amiibo. I want the biggest one I can find, because they're all the same price. I wanted the biggest one so that I can put it on the shelf and maybe actually have it be seen. So I picked up Koopa because he was the only one they had that I felt was actually large enough to see from a distance. Also, I like Koopa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No Charizards?
No, there were no Charizards. They had the Mario in like the white suit or something like that.
The silver one?
And maybe that was it. So
GameStop exclusive, I think.
Yeah. So anyhow, I looked at him and I'm like, yeah, Koopa's just looking pretty standard Koopa. I'm gonna grab that guy.
You didn't want a Pikachu?
No.
A Greninja?
No. Keep going.
A Jigglypuff?
Did not want a Jigglypuff. However, if I was going to buy a Pokemon, it would be a Jigglypuff out of irony's sake.
Yes. That's pretty much the only reason to buy one.
Yep. So, anyhow, gentlemen, it seems like we have reached a good time to tie this one off. This has been a 100th episode. I can't just let it go there, though.
No.
I can't just let it go there.
Were you breaking out into Frozen?
No.
Good.
Let it go.
Thanks, Chris.
Oh, you said not. Okay.
You're going to get the Twitch. You can do the scan. They're going to hear you singing "Let It Go" and go, "Oh, it sounds just like her," and shut us down.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. We could sell that, bottle that up, and sell it.
Yeah.
We can't. It's 100 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
When we started this podcast, it was called the Better Kind Gamecast.
It was.
What a bunch of idiots we
I
were.
remember that.
I even remember having my daughter record, "Welcome to Better Kind Gamecast," because she could barely talk into the microphone. We kicked off one episode that way.
She didn't want to do it one week either. She
begged to do it until we put her up on the microphone.
Yeah, and then she hated us.
That's welcome to kids.
Yeah.
I want this. Okay, have it. No. That's parenthood right there.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, what do you think? How are you feeling coming off of number 100 here?
We've come a long way.
We have indeed.
A lot of
I feel
good
like a
memories on the
montage
road.
is coming on.
I know there's not. Everybody's going to be sorely disappointed.
There's a lot of good
Cash.
memories from our past episodes.
I just wanted to. Do you have one that stands out? Dare I call
remember
you out?
when
At China.
we could not remember the name of the guy from Walking Dead, and we thought his name was Zing.
No, I didn't.
Asian Zing.
I want to interject. I have not gone back to listen to this episode recently, but I'm pretty sure I did not think his name was Zing.
Well, no
We
one
couldn't think of
no
it.
one remembered his name.
Glenn.
Yeah, but that's,
I knew that it was an innocuous name.
Yeah, and Asian Zing was the best we came up with.
There's internet people that can watch you.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that was a
Zing.
shameful moment.
It's out there.
It is. It is.
We've had a few shameful moments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have. And a few bleeped out comments by Howie in a fit of absent-mindedness.
Well, you didn't have to start the podcast at that point.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
That was-
Sometimes I like to hit the button at the most inopportune moment.
That was before we did. We actually planned when we were going to start.
Yeah.
We don't do that anymore.
No, it's just kind of, get here, we'll get it underway.
Yeah, we still don't. We're not very good at it. We forgot to record.
That's
the
true.
first part.
That's true. So anyhow, hey, we want to invite everybody to follow us on Twitter at PressPlayToSave, where you get all the up-to-the-minute news and especially the deals as we see them. Sometimes you listen to a podcast weeks after the fact, these deals are expired. What the crap? Chris puts them on Twitter.
Pokemon.
Sometimes I put them on Twitter as we see them. Not every deal. We're curating for you. See what I'm saying? We are actually boiling it down. So follow us at Press Play to Save on Twitter. Also, obviously, if you're listening and not watching, jump on and subscribe to the Better Kind channel on Twitch, where you'll be able to watch us live, and also probably you'll be able to watch Fly Casual, our sister podcast, live very, very soon. So we've been promising this forever. We're finally delivering. I'm sure you'll pull it up and be immediately like, oh, I didn't know what I was getting into. Oh.
Yeah, we definitely have.
Man, that shirt is yellow.
We have a lot to learn as we go. So
Yeah. This
Maybe,
is our
maybe
It'll only
another
get
100
better.
episodes.
Yeah. So anyhow,
and let us know your favorite Better Kind Gamecast or Press Play to Save moment
yeah.
of the last 100 episodes.
Oh, that'd be touching.
yeah.
Come on, guys.
Yeah. I like the episode Exploding Testicles.
Did we have an exploding
title.
testicles
Oh, I'm
episode?
sure we did.
I don't remember
That's
that.
probably our highest downloaded episode.
You know-
Because you weren't there,
I wasn't.
Chris.
If Garrick was on, you weren't.
Yeah, that's true.
I will say this: I do have one memory that I would
Only
like
one.
to share.
Okay.
Well, when you're doing this stuff, it's hard to remember a dang thing. We try to
I
come up
know.
with an episode title after the fact. We're like,
No, can't even do it.
did we talk about stuff?
No, Google something.
But the time that I first got the soundboard software installed on the iPad,
That was the worst.
and it had all these. I didn't have any sounds added to it. They were all just default sounds, and one of them was a woman who was supposedly
lady.
in the throes of ecstasy and had a moan to match. And I just kept hitting that button over and over again.
I remember there was also the burp noise.
The
on
burp
that
noise.
one.
Well, we've been using that up until recently.
Oh yeah,
That one never gets old.
and the applause meter.
But the moaning sound ended up we named that episode
Sensual Sounds.
Sensual Sounds. And I just had a discussion. We talked about it, Howie, about episode titles being more important than we would have assumed. Because, I don't know, when I subscribe to a podcast, I rarely look at the episode title. I just listen when there's a new episode. But we'd had this discussion, and then I talked to another podcaster very soon after that about the same thing, about how it's weird how important episode titles are, which, of course, since then, we don't care. We still just do random inside jokes from the episode. But that episode titled Sensual Sounds ended up being our breakout hit episode. And we had like double the downloads on
Yeah.
that episode that we did any before
Yeah.
or after at the time. So that's one of my fondest memories, and it goes to say something about the audience and the listeners, or at least the audience and the listeners for that one episode. So anyhow, that's my favorite moment. Yeah,
I liked the last time I was on the show. It was good.
I'm sure you
Yeah.
did.
That was all right.
I'm sure you
I
did.
really like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually got a lot of compliments about the last time you were on. We get compliments both whenever you guys are on, but usually that's because Chris is gone. I'm assuming that's at least
I know.
Yeah.
That's the only
50%
common
of it.
denominator.
Yeah. So anyhow, hey, thanks everybody for joining us for another rousing episode. 100.
100.
A CN.
A CN.
Yay!
Not a siesta.
No, no, it's never a siesta around here.
No.
So, and of course, for anybody who's watching, thanks for joining us. Everybody listening, the same goes to you. I'm Corey. That's Chris. That's Howie.
Yo.
Over there's Ed.
Hi.
Somewhere is Garrick.
11000100.
There you go.
And we are outsies. Cool beans. Hey, I'm about to pause this stream because this is the time when we all actually strip down and have a big nasty man pile. So
That's my favorite.
Yeah, it's the best. You get to listen in and at least do the phone thing. But we're going to pause the stream. We'll be doing another episode in the next 15 or 20 minutes. So if you want to stick around, don't go away. Thanks,
Oh,
everybody.
and,
Keep talking. I'm getting up.
Make sure you stick around for what's in Howie's mouth for next episode.
Yes.